That'll also help hold up this square.
Okay,
Now don't move.
What is he supposed to be?
He's yarn bombed? I don't know.
Don't move.
Oh.
You stay still.
He's supposed to
Okay,
be ugly.
She was a fucking badass. Okay, Nancy Wake. What? You can't record it. You're too drunk for that. That's what it's for. Oh my god. Okay.
I'm drinking every time someone
All
says
right,
drunk.
wait. Nancy Wake. All right. She was born in New Zealand. I'm gonna give like the quick
Lie.
synopsis. No.
This is why you wanted to sign.
Wrong.
Okay, wait, how's it going? The Kiwi accent then.
Okay, no. She was born in New Zealand.
Kiwi accent is like a
But
lazy Australian
I
accent.
can't do accents. I'll end up sounding like a pirate. Every accent sounds like a pirate.
Oh, wait. Is your girl a pirate?
No, she's not a pirate.
Fine.
She's born in
Those
New
were some
Zealand.
options.
She moves with her family to
What's her name again?
fuck. Nancy Wake. No,
Nancy Wake.
they moved to Australia. She spent some time growing up in Australia, and her aunt, she wants to travel.
When was this?
Pre-World War II, 1930s. 1920 something.
Okay.
This is happening. She gets some money from her aunt, who's a little more well-to-do, and her aunt says, go see the world. So she moves to Europe. She moves to France. She gets involved in the art scene. She's like really digging it, and then she meets this dude, Henry Foccia. I think that's how you say his name. Foccia. Anyway, she marries this guy.
Focaccia.
Focaccia. She marries this guy. They have like this high society life, going to parties and all that shit. And she, sees things changing, with World War II happening, like Nazis coming in.
You're not
and
even holding a drink.
shit getting like, because I'm telling the story.
This is going to be a terrible recording.
Okay, so, wait, where was
edit
I?
it.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so she's, they're living the high life and all that. And she sees all the bad shit going on with the Jews, and she decides...
Way to downplay it.
That's it, fucking A, I'm gonna resist these motherfuckers, the Germans. So she starts out small first because she's rich. She's married to this guy who's like an industrial mogul at the time in France. So she has access to travel, papers, all that kind of stuff. So she's like, okay, I'm going to help by moving letters and, bringing supplies and rations to safe houses. And she's doing that for a while, and she slowly gets more involved. And next thing you know, she's like helping transport people. She's like helping people get out of Germany and helping people get out of France and like helping the resistance in a more in-depth way.
Like
And,
Jewish people in
what was
particular,
her
or
name?
just other people?
Nancy Wake.
Nancy Wake.
So she's so big that like the Gestapo starts paying attention to her. She's like becomes a figure that's like worth following. And they give her the codename the White Mouse. Does anyone know about her?
No.
Anyway, she's really cool. Okay, so the White Mouse, and because she's so good at getting away. And where was I?
Wait, Drake?
And also she's white.
God damn, I keep getting lost.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so no.
No.
All right. Wait. Okay.
What?
Okay, she gets away. No, she doesn't get away yet. Okay, so she does escape the Gestapo though at one point. So so she's on the Gestapo list of people to watch out for. And okay, what time frame am I at now? This is where it gets really good. Okay, so she's like getting so close to getting caught that her husband is like, you gotta fucking leave France, you're gonna get killed. And so she's like, okay, I'll climb the fucking Pyrenees to get out of France and go to England. So she tries climbing the Pyrenees. She gets caught.
That's how that works.
I don't know. She's trying to get through the Pyrenees.
Germans.
So she's like trying to fucking get out of France, and she's going that way. So she's heading towards Spain, and she gets captured. And
Spain.
while she's
That's
in,
what makes sense.
so she was going to go to Spain and eventually to get to England.
That's where the Pyrenees go.
Yeah, so she was like.
But she's sitting there.
Well, yeah, but
No, she was She was heading to Spain first to then go to England. Anyway,
Spain
okay.
is nasty.
So she gets caught.
Except
She gets
Franco.
captured. She's like interrogated. She's beaten, tortured, and she
In
doesn't give.
Spain.
No, back in France. They
Okay.
capture her in the Pyrenees and
Didn't
bring her
make
back.
it over the Pyrenees.
She didn't make it, and the excuse me, the Scarlet. Oh shit. The Scarlet Pumpernickel. What? Pimpernel. Scarlet Pimpernel.
Everyone at this table knows the
Scarlet Pimpernel.
How do
The
you know?
Scarlet Pimpernel. Pumpernickel.
I told you that was a bad idea to try to remember it that way.
Okay, the Scarlet Pimpernel. He's like, finds out that she's captured and comes over with fake papers pretending to be part of the fucking Gestapo. He's got like papers and shit. He goes in there and he's like, hey, you gotta let this lady go. She's the fucking mistress of so-and-so. I can't remember the other guy. So he convinces them to let her go, saying that she's somebody else's like mistress, and she's like, oh, she plays along with it, and she gets out. And then she finally makes it to England. They train her as a fucking assassin in like explosives, hand-to-hand combat, decoding shit. She's like trained for this like very elite and secretive group called the First Aid Fanny. It's called Fanny. It's like the First Aid something yeomanry. Anyway, it's this group of nursing, First Aid nursing yeomanry, who are their cover is that they're supposed to be nurses, but they're all fucking badass women that are trained to fucking kill people and do these awesome like secret missions. So she's one of them, and she ends up leading a raid on the Gestapo headquarters, killing a bunch of people with her bare fucking hands. And like one of the quotes was like, I used that chop to the neck that they taught me, and it actually killed a dude. She was like, surprised. She was like, it actually killed him. I was surprised. was like her line. I was like, that's so awesome. And they parachuted her in. Like fucking England parachuted her in to do this. Anyway, she was a fucking badass. She was later recognized and like given like the highest medal in England for like kicking ass.
Did she survive the war?
She survived the war.
There is in England.
I
You know,
can't
if we made this in the drunk history, this is worth a medal for kicking ass.
It was like the George something. It had a really weird name.
George
But
something
basically,
kicking
it
ass.
was like she was kicking ass. So 13 of the 39 women that were captured were killed and tortured. She was like one of the few survivors of that whole like
Oh yeah, what happened to her
women's
husband?
yeomanry. Oh yeah, and her husband, she found out because she had to split out from her husband and they couldn't keep in touch. He was murdered and tortured and never gave up her position or whereabouts.
Murdered and then tortured.
Yep. That'll be
a thing too. They kill him, he's lying there, and then they're like torturing him. And it's,
Murdering and torturing post.
where? Give us the information.
That is fucking Nancy Wake, the white mouse or the
Yes!
little This is his copy.
Sporin.
Sportum.
Sporin.
Lordums.
Which is a little bag that hangs over your crotch.
Oh my god, this is so awesome. I'm having way too much fun with this. Alright, wait, don't move. Wait, you're moving.
Okay, my name
Alright.
is Jessica, and I'm going to tell you about an election that went better than the 2016 presidential election.
Sweet.
Every
Yay.
single
Isn't that like everyone?
Awesome.
Most of
It's
them.
1967. It's a small town electing, I believe it was in, I want to say Costa Rica, but somewhere in Central America. I don't quite remember the exact city, but they are electing their mayor. There are some people running for mayor, not important to the story.
That's racist.
And this company runs a campaign where their slogan is, vote for whoever you want for mayor, but if you want to vote for good hygiene and something else, vote for Paul Verdes. And so they...
Good hygiene.
Good hygiene. Vote for Paul Verdes. So the election date comes. So they put out these posters with this "Vote for Paul Verdes," and they pass out flyers to people around the city that says, "Vote for the Honorable Paul Verdes for mayor." And time comes around for people to vote, and Paul Verdes is not on the ballot, which everyone thinks is strange. But it doesn't stop anybody from writing in Paul Verdes in as the mayor of this small town in Costa Rica in 1967. The problem is that Paul Verdes is all one word, Palverdes, and is the name of a foot powder. And this was a campaign by this company of vote for this foot powder. So this is how a small town in Costa Rica has a foot powder as their mayor.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wow.
And that is it. Like I said, it was short.
That's awesome.
That's fantastic.
Those hobbit feet are out. I love his hobbit feet.
Hello.
He won't let me take him to get a pedicure. I'm like, let's go get pedicures together. And he's like, hell
No, they'll tickle my feet. It'll be
He's
horrible.
like,
I'll spend an
"It'll
hour
tickle,
being
it'll be terrible. And
tortured.
you know it's really
that would be-
awful.
that would be
They go
torture.
how
They
they
know what to
handle
do.
it.
It's
Yeah.
not like me trying
These
to do
are very
anything.
special feet.
No, they're not.
Okay, anyway, sorry.
That's
He won't let
fascinating.
me pamper him, is what I'm saying.
I don't know. I won't go for a pedicure because my toes are dumb.
I have a dumb toe, but I always go. I'm like,
Again, these are professionals.
Deal
It's like
with my
saying, like,
dumb
I want to
toe.
go to my doctor because
It's
my
your
legs
job.
are hairy.
it's
Like,
your job to deal with my dumb toe.
yeah.
You've seen dumb toes
They've
before.
seen worse. They've seen people
You've
with
seen
missing
worse.
toes. Yeah.
Oh.
Box
You
line,
have a
folks.
hammer toe too?
I have a little
I have a
toe.
hammer
that-
toe.
I don't know what's a hammer toe.
That's
yeah.
a hammer toe.
When
I've
your
got
when
it
your
too.
knuckle bends under
Your knuckle
itself.
bends funny.
When this
I think we
this
all-
part touches the
Maybe
back
it's
part.
a symbol of awesomeness.
I
have a
don't know
hammer
that it
toe, too.
touches the back part. It just squishes into.
I'm
I
not acting, I'm trying
if
to.
I don't keep my
run
toes
for the
tight,
camera.
they bite each other.
I have fuzzy sock lint.
Oh my god.
I have a
From
really
the, from the
That's so
feet,
much
Joey.
lint.
here. Mine's more noticeable than hers is. So let me pull mine out. So,
What?
Yeah, but she was like
See how it pulls back?
Yeah,
like
it
that.
pulls
It's a
backwards.
brand new
Don't
sock.
toes do
Yeah,
that?
look
No.
at Ethan.
No,
Like most toes
not
are
all
like this, where
toes-
they go straight.
not all
Like
toes
toe
look like
models
that.
don't do that.
No.
Let me see yours, Jess. Oh yeah, see, mine is the same.
It's okay. Both.
Mine is like someone took a hammer to it.
Yeah.
and
Mine-
pushed it down.
Is it like my toenail on the little toe is like these?
Yeah, so is
Oh
mine.
yeah, mine too.
Mine's
Yeah.
actually a triangle. Like I don't even have enough space for a whole toenail.
Okay, I guess my toes are more normal than I realized because
Yeah.
apparently more normal than yours.
3 out of 3 here. That's a fucking. Oh wait, 4. Sean's got it too.
Yeah.
Sounds got what?
Mine kind of.
Hammer toe.
Yep.
The hell are you
Not
guys
as-
talking about?
Not quite as bad
Not
as.
as bad, yeah.
Yeah.
What's the hammer toe?
When you're
It's
when
when
the,
your toe curls completely under. It's like flat.
it instead of your toe
It
goes
has a
like this,
natural-
it kind
Instead
of
of going
goes like
straight out.
Yeah, it's like
That.
having a pinky that's like that.
What, like
yeah,
that?
yeah. Where it kind of bends backwards
Oh, yeah,
rather
that's
than
like-
straight.
Perfect example of a hammer
I
toe.
guess I have that shit.
Yeah.
I didn't-
Anyway,
I didn't
sorry.
realize.
Let's let Nick do his
Nick,
story.
not so much. No, Nick's
No,
got nice
yours
hobbit
are
feet.
fine. You're
Restart.
fine, honey.
Nick's feet are
Hello.
sexy.
I'm Nicholas Valente. And I'm going to explain to you today why Count Dooku is the most badass person on the planet.
Okay, I got to stop you right
Wait,
there as the
wait.
host of
No,
this.
Christopher Lee.
Wait a minute. Are you talking about the actor Christopher
Yeah,
Lee?
yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Tell
You
us
may
about
continue.
Christopher Lee.
Continue.
Because Christopher Lee is just so many things.
Fu Manchu.
So,
Start over.
Cross-dressing.
to understand the absolute badass that is Christopher Lee, you have to understand that his great times, like a million, grandfather was Charlemagne.
Oh.
Alright? And yeah, as the direct descendant of Charlemagne, from the moment he
Aren't we all?
From the moment he had dukened his way out of the womb, he was capable of wearing the mantle of the Holy Roman Empire. And that's not fucking exaggeration at all.
It's okay. Shh. It's okay.
Pardon
Mom.
me, we have a dog situation.
Pause.
Get out of
We need to
here!
burrito the dogs.
kind of have.
Burrito the dogs. More dog burritos.
I've got her.
Let's
Well-
burrito Nick.
More
Oh
burritos.
yeah,
dog.
more burrito dogs.
Now
Whoa, mine.
I'm making this.
More dogs.
More
More
dogs.
burritos.
Oh,
More
look at that little
burrito.
bone. Oh my god, he's
Poor
so
little
scared.
bone.
Look at how frightened and alone he was.
Burrito to the center.
He's got a Sean.
Naked
Other
and
dog to
afraid.
the center. Other dog to the center. Nobody stand next to each other.
Yeah.
Naked and afraid.
Okay,
All
stop that.
Okay.
All right, Christopher Lee. Wait,
Christopher Lee.
Christopher Lee?
Yes.
Christopher Lee.
Christopher Lee?
Okay.
Yeah.
Count Dooku is Christopher Lee.
Yeah,
Christopher
Yeah.
Lee.
So
Fu Manchu?
Christopher Lee
Because he died this
was
2 years ago.
was born of
Oh,
an Italian
wow.
countess who
Last-
as
not last year, but the year
previously
before, 'cause we watched it.
revealed was a direct descendant of the Emperor Charlemagne. On the other side, he was a near direct descendant of the Confederate General Robert E. Lee, setting up, of course, a I don't know if the Lee is actually, it must be, because it's Lee and Lee. I'm going to historically take a leap here and
This means
confirm something that could just be a coincidence.
It's a
But
coincidence.
because John's direct descendant of
it's
Robert.
possible, I don't know.
Because everybody in his family, every generation, they have somebody that's named after Robert Lee.
Probably. So, I don't know if he was automatically a knight when he was born, Christopher Lee,
No.
but he'll end up getting knighted like 20 times over. Right? They keep adding him. They need to invent ranks for this guy. All right. So,
They technically have ranks in life. It's really like 3.
let's see. He gets 11th in the country in some tests because he isn't quite good at math, but he's brilliant in everything else. But the guy's a total genius. Right? And the top 10 get like free rides to everywhere, but the 11th, I'm not really sure. Wow, that's intense. Christopher Lee heads off.
Dog burrito, go.
They're fine.
World War II happens. He's going to be a pilot, but the doctor actually misdiagnoses an optical nerve damage for something that was migraine related, and he ends up being grounded. And because of that, he gets himself involved in the British Secret Service, which has the coolest fucking name ever. It's way cooler than you think it is. It's something like, this is Winston Churchill's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to learn that too, but I forgot to mention that.
This might be a terrible night for the drunk history.
Yeah.
British.
Because dogs.
No,
Is
you
it
can't look up.
MI6?
It's okay. No, it's ungentlemanly activities.
The ungentlemanly activities!
Yeah. So it's something like the administration of the Department of the Services
Yeah,
of
it's some other
His
weird
Majesty's Ungentlemanly Activities. Ungentlemanly Activities is a part of the title, and I remember that because that's fucking awesome. So he's assigned to
name. Was it the Special Operations Executive?
It was before that. It was before the SOE. It was the forerunner to the SOE during World War II. And he's also embedded with these various army forces. He ends up fighting in North Africa and in Italy. He works with the Gurkhas. He stops a mutiny from happening within his particular platoon because all the commanders were delayed for months at a time, and he comes back in and talks them down. He hikes Mount Vesuvius while he's stationed in Italy, and 3 days later it erupts. All right? This guy's a badass. All right? He when the war ends, he hunts Nazis. He has all these. He speaks 6 different languages. So he's like the perfect spy. In fact, Ian Fleming, who was his cousin-in-law, cited him as one of the primary influences of the character James Bond when he made it him.
I'm just playing.
What's that?
She says you're not drunk enough.
Drink more. You haven't messed anything up yet. I'm just saying.
He did forget the name of the ungentlemanly activities.
He
Sure.
don't go crazy. He actually studied a lot today.
Oh,
Give me that
oh,
money.
God.
Oh
Today.
my God.
No more.
Today.
You're half a drink away from vomiting all over
That
the
is-
place.
Now I have to refill.
We all just need. Who's the host of
Derek Waters
Derek
Derek? We just need him sitting by.
Dude.
with the bucket.
Christopher Lee.
I don't think he rarely brings buckets.
Hold on.
Dude,
He
I
just
always think
encourages.
Christopher Lee is Solomon.
Sorry.
Saruman.
Christopher Lee, the most interesting man.
Solomon.
Well, he passed away.
Have
You knew what I meant.
Yeah.
Dun 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 dun.